quick. Hi there, Dre Dog. Te mandé mensaje. All right, let me do my readings real quick. And these readings are for tomorrow. I'm gonna try to do them really fast and then post really quick. I was supposed to do it before I left today, but I couldn't. I got a phone call. Then I talked to my mother, my brother, stuff like that. So I apologize for not doing this earlier. But here we are. You know what I mean? All right. Let me do this really quick. Here we go. Spiritual reading for September 4th, 2025. Today's energy is about clarity and truth. What has been hidden or confusing begins to make sense. God brings light where there was once darkness, and Santa Muerte helps cut through lies and illusions. This is a day to face reality with courage and to trust that truth always sets the spirit free. The Virgo sun gives focus to your mind. This is a good time to organize, plan, and deal with important details. Spiritual growth today comes from discipline and responsibility. The Aries moon brings fire, motivation, and bold energy. Emotions may rise quickly, but this is also power you can use to push forward. If you direct it wisely, you can make progress in areas you've been hesitating. Mercury's movement encourages communication and clear thinking. Words hold power today. What you say can heal or harm. Speak with truth and compassion and let your voice reflect divine wisdom. God calls you to be honest with yourself and with others. Do not run from what you know in your heart to be true. Santa Muerte walks with those who live in truth, for truth is stronger than fear. Tarot card of the day is Justice. This card is a reminder that truth and fairness will prevail. It teaches that every action has weight and every choice matters. Live with integrity and trust that God and Santa Muerte see all things clearly. Affirmation of the day. I walk in truth, I live with honesty, God guides me, and Santa Muerte protects me. All right, that's tomorrow. All right, let's do the one in Spanish. All right, let's do the Spanish lecture for tomorrow. Ahí les va. Lectura espiritual para el 4 de septiembre de 2025. La energía de hoy se trata de claridad y verdad. Lo que antes estaba oculto, hoy o confuso, empieza a tener sentido. Dios trae luz donde antes había oscuridad, y la Santa Muerte ayuda a cortar mentiras y ilusiones. Este es un día para enfrentar la realidad con valentía y confiar en que la verdad siempre libera el espíritu. El sol en Virgo da enfoque a tu mente. Es un buen momento para organizar, planear y atender detalles importantes. El crecimiento espiritual de hoy viene de la disciplina y la responsabilidad. La luna en Aries trae fuego, motivación y energía valiente. Las emociones pueden subir rápido, pero también es poder que puedes usar para avanzar. Si lo dirijas con sabiduría, puedes lograr progreso en áreas donde has dudado. El movimiento de Mercurio anima la comunicación y el pensamiento claro. Las palabras tienen poder hoy. Lo que digas puede sanar o lastimar. Habla con verdad y con compasión, y deja que tu voz refleje la sabiduría divina. Dios te llena y llama a ser honesto, contigo mismo y con los demás. No huyas de lo que sabes en tu corazón que es verdad. La Santa Muerte camina con los que viven en la verdad, porque la verdad es más fuerte que el miedo. La carta del tarot del día es la justicia. Esta carta recuerda que la verdad y la justicia siempre prevalecen. Enseña que cada acción tiene peso y cada decisión importa. Vive con integridad y confía en que Dios y la Santa Muerte ven todo con claridad. Afirmación del día. Camino en la verdad. Vivo con honestidad. Dios me guía y la Santísima Muerte me protege. Okay, those were now let's do the push for tomorrow. All right. Let's do a prayer for tomorrow. All right. Sorry if the chat's off. I'm going to do this really quick, say a few words, and then move into posting the videos. All right, prayer for tomorrow. Here we go. Almighty God, bring light to my path and clarity to my spirit. Help me see the truth with courage and act wisdom. Santísima Muerte, cut away lies and illusions. Stand beside me as I walk honesty, strength. Oh, I messed that up. I messed that up. Let me do it again. My bad. I hardly ever mess it up, but I messed it up. I messed it up. All right, here we go. Let's do it one more time. I apologize. Almighty God, bring light to my path and clarity to my spirit. Help me see the truth with courage and act with wisdom. Santísima Muerte, cut away lies and illusions. Stand beside me as I walk in honesty, strength, and faith. Amen. Ah, esa estaba chingona. All right, let's do the one in Spanish really quick. All right, let's do it in Spanish. Ahí vamos en español. En caliente. Dios Todopoderoso, trae luz a mi camino y claridad a mi espíritu. Ayúdame a ver la verdad con valentía y actuar con sabiduría. Santísima Muerte, corta las mentiras y las ilusiones. Quédate a mi lado mientras camino con honestidad, fuerza y fe. Amén. All right, let me do the zodiac reading really quick, and then I'm gonna get off and start posting these stuff and doing a little bit of trabajitos. You know what I mean? All right, let's do the zodiac reading for tomorrow. Hi, Cheyenne Gillespie. Oh, nice, Héctor Brois. Mensaje de la Santa Muerte Blanca para el mes de septiembre. Gracias, soy cáncer. 21 de 83. I think so, Cheyenne. Let me do this really quick, and then we'll. If you got a question, you can ask. Again, I'm gonna do this really quick. If there's subscribers right now, right here. After I do this, if you have questions, you guys can feel free to ask. All right. Let me do this really fast. Hold on, really quick. Zodiac birthday reading for those born September 4th. Sun in Virgo. Oh my God. Let me do that again. I fudged up. I don't know why I'm messing up so much. I am messing up. I apologize. Here we go. Birthday reading for those born September 4th. This year blends practicality with sensitivity. Your Virgo sun gives you discipline and order, while your Cancer moon adds emotional depth and intuition. You may feel more protective of your home, family, and personal space. Balance will come by grounding yourself in routines while also honoring your emotional needs. Sun in Virgo keeps you steady, practical, and focused. Moon in Cancer heightens your intuition and emotional strength. Mercury in Virgo sharpens your thoughts and communication. Venus in Libra draws harmony and love into your life. Mars in Gemini brings energy for variety and exploration. Saturn retrograde in Pisces asks you to release old fears and heal spiritually. Tarot card of the year is the High Priestess. This card points to wisdom, patience, and inner knowing. You are being asked to listen closely to your intuition this year. Answers will come not through rushing, but by trusting your inner guidance. Days of good energy. September 29, 2025, a positive shift in love or family matters. December 20th, 2025, emotional healing feels easier. March 4th, 2026, a door opens for growth and stability. May 12th, 2026, creative and spiritual inspiration is strong. July 25th, 2026, a rewarding breakthrough in personal or work life. Days of bad energy. October 15th, 2025, family or personal stress may rise. January 7th, 2026, avoid making rush decisions. March 30th, 2026, overthinking may cloud judgment. June 18th, 2026, take care with communication and avoid conflicts. August 10th, 2026, rest and recharge instead of pushing forward. This year is about trust, healing, and listening to your inner voice by balancing your practical side with your emotional wisdom. You will find peace and strength. One more, y como dice Chente, tan tan. A ver, de volan tan tan. All right. Is there any questions right now by... Sorry, Cheyenne. Let me do this one last one. We'll do the Spanish reading for tomorrow. Cheyenne, can you inbox me somehow? Send me a message to my phone. I'm gonna mute this really quick. Someone is asking me over here, and when I say my phone over TikTok, I get banned. Cheyenne, let me know if you can take my number really quick before I mute on TikTok. Again, whenever I get my number over TikTok, I get banned. Again, my number always is available on all my videos on TikTok and YouTube and every social media platform. Thank you for the follow there, Nisi. Nisi, gracias. Are you still there, Cheyenne? All right, I'm going to give you 10 seconds to answer, or else I'm going to move on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cero. Vámonos. Let's do the lecture for tomorrow, then the Spanish one for the birthday. Look, right now, if you're a subscriber on TikTok and you have a yes or no question, feel free to ask. All right. Let me do this really quick, and then I'll come back and answer any questions you may have. All right. Here we go. Excuse me. I apologize. Real quick, just so you guys are clear. I am diabetic. I'm taking Ozempic, and when I take Ozempic, it gives me gas after I eat. So I apologize if you see me burping a lot, but for some reason Ozempic makes me gassy. Not like nasty gas, but just enough so I could have to burp to feel that release. So I apologize for over-explaining. That might gross you out. All right, here we go. Lectura de cumpleaños para los nacidos el 4 de septiembre. Este año mezcla lo práctico con lo sensible. Tu sol en Virgo te da disciplina y orden, mientras que tu luna en Cáncer añada profundidad emocional e intuición. Puede que te sientas más protector de tu hogar, tu familia y tu espacio personal. El balance llegará cuando te mantengas firme en tus rutinas, pero también respetes tus necesidades emocionales. El sol en Virgo te mantiene estable, práctico y enfocado. La luna en Cáncer fortalece tu intuición y tu fuerza emocional. Mercurio en Virgo agudiza tus pensamientos y tu comunicación. Venus en Libra atrae armonía y amor a tu vida. Marte en Géminis trae energía para la variedad y la exploración. Saturno retrogrado en Piscis te pide soltar viejos miedos y sanar espiritualmente. La carta del tarot del año es la sacerdotisa. Disculpen. Esta carta señala sabiduría, paciencia y conocimiento interno. Este año se te pide escuchar de cerca tu intuición. Las respuestas llegarán no al apresurarte, sino al confiar en tu guía interior. Días de buena energía. 29 de septiembre de 2025. Un cambio positivo en el amor o en los asuntos familiares. 20 de diciembre de 2025. La sanación emocional se siente más ligera. 4 de marzo de 2026. Se abre una puerta para el crecimiento y la estabilidad. 12 de mayo de 2026. La inspiración creativa y espiritual es fuerte. 25 de julio de 2026, un logro importante en tu vida personal o laboral. Días de mala energía. 15 de octubre de 2025, puede subir el estrés familiar o personal. 7 de enero de 2026, evita tomar decisiones apresuradas. 30 de marzo de 2026, pensar demasiado puede nublar tu juicio. 18 de junio de 2026, ten cuidado con la comunicación y evita conflictos. 10 de agosto de 2026, descansa y recarga energía en lugar de forzarte en seguir. Este año se trata de confianza, sanación y escuchar tu voz interior. Al balancear tu lado práctico con tu sabiduría emocional, encontrarás paz y fortaleza. Y como dijo Chente, tan tan. All right. Hi, Cheyenne Gillespie. Did you get my message? I was gonna give you my number so you can text me, but my number is on all my videos too. If you want to take my number down so you can send me a message, I will gladly pray for your moms, but I need more information to be more effective. All right. You got the number? All right, perfect. All right. So look, I'm gonna ask whoever is here right now currently, if you're a subscriber, do you have any questions, yes or no questions, or any questions in general? If you're a subscriber, that's one of the perks of being a subscriber is you can ask questions whenever you want when it's on subscriber only mode. The reason I do this is because I get a lot of negative people coming through. I want people to want to be here. Sometimes we get clowns that come through and mess up the energy. And again, I know other pages, they do yes or no questions for like $3, $4, $5, $10. And if you subscribe to me, you can ask questions whenever I'm on a subscriber only live. You know what I'm saying? All right, Cheyenne Gillespie, I'll wait for your text. If there's no questions, I will get off and I will get off and start posting my videos. Any questions? Any questions right now before I get off the live? Hi, Kenya. How are you? ¿Cómo estás? Hopefully you're having a good day. And I got to talk to you eventually over the phone so we can discuss some stuff. If you don't mind. Eventually we'll talk. If you can talk later, I don't know if it's too late to talk. But I'll get on the call with you. All right. So if there's no questions, I'm gonna go ahead and get off the live. So I'm gonna ask again, any questions from the subscribers? All right, Aurora, I'll send it out. I'll send her out. She's right there, so I'll send it out. All right, thank you, Cheyenne Gillespie. I appreciate that. Any other questions? All right, any questions going once? Again, I want to say something really quick. I'm going to say something real quick because I want to say this. I want to thank everybody that's always been here for me. Like, I know I don't got the most followers, but I got the people that come back the most. I appreciate all the love and support that I do receive from you guys. It doesn't go unnoticed. I appreciate everyone that comes back and makes this a place where I feel comfortable at. Thank you for that, Aurora. May be blessed now forever. Santa Muerte protect you and God guide you. I'm gonna start making changes to the way I conduct myself. Again, I'm gonna start probably charging for new things coming in, like new clientele. If you've been grandfathered in, I'm gonna say you're grandfathered in. Like, I'm not gonna start charging the people the way I'm gonna start charging people that come through now. I really need to make thank you so much for those roses. Live, laugh, love, may be blessed now and forever. May Santa Muerte protect you and God guide you. So I'm gonna start making some changes, and it's not meant to be a jerk. It's just that I need to start looking out for this house and for my kids and for the things I need. I've asked for, send me a message if you can, Aurora, with pricing. Like, I don't want to be a jerk, but again, like, I've asked for price. I've asked like whenever I do work, I've asked for donations, and sometimes I get, you know, I get crumbs when I help people, and a lot of energy goes into it, a lot of time, and I don't want to be a jerk. I know people rip people off when they do this kind of work, but I don't plan to be one of those people that rips people off. So when you get work done with me, it'll be hopefully someone you can trust, which is me. And again, I've been here for a long time. I've shown you guys who I am. I don't come here selling. I come here teaching. You know what I'm saying? I've never been on here peddling anything. I come here and I try to do teachings and I try to learn from others as well. But again, I try to teach. I try to share her word and share her energy with everybody. So I want you guys to know that my heart is where it's at, because this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I could be doing other things in life that could bring me in more money, but I choose this because I think this is my calling. This is my true calling, and I feel it strong. As they say, I didn't choose the thug life. The thug life chose me. Well, I didn't choose the spiritual life. The spiritual life chose me. Santa Muerte chose me from an early age, I think. And I accept. I accept her invitation. I accept her for what she is. I accept her fully. And, she knows my heart. And again, my allegiance to her and to God, after that, my children, my parents, my brother, my sisters, my nephews and nieces, I feel very strongly that's where my heart lies. And after all that, I know it seems like a long list, but it's really short. Then comes this work that I do. When I take some people on, you guys become part of who I am. I have people that I worry about, that I look after, and I try to do the best for them. But sometimes, we fall short because sometimes faith lacks, not from me, but from the people I help, But again, I do the best I possibly can for you guys. After, again, God, Santa Muerte, my kids, my parents, my brother, my sisters, my nephews, my nieces, after that, you guys are there. And I appreciate you guys very much. You guys keep me whole. You guys give me a reason. I don't come here trying to pretend to be something I'm not. I am who I am, and that's all I can be. And if you guys think that this is for show, it's not. The moment you recognize that this house belongs to her, when people that have come here, they know this house belongs to her. I just live with her. From the moment you walk in, you will see her presence here. Not only see it, you will feel it. For those that have come and made the trip, when they come here, they know fully. And again, when I say to her, this is her house, I mean it. I mean it. And again, I want to make sure I keep on to this house. So if you guys are devoted to her the way I am, and if you guys could help me, always maintain this house for her, I will greatly, greatly appreciate it. All right. So look, if there's no questions from my subscribers, I'm gonna go and post these videos because it's already gonna be late. I try to post them earlier. Thank you for liking this live. Thank you for the follows. Thank you, Aurora, for pinning my Cash App. If you guys wish to donate, it is well received. No amount is too big or too small. It's all received with great faith and great humility and gratitude. Okay, so anyways, is there any questions from my subscribers? What's up? And right now, when I get off the live, I'm starting working on your stuff. I've been good, Smiles. Frank, like today, like right now, I got home from my kids. I had them an extra hour because my daughter got out of cheer late, so I had to take her to eat. So I had them a little bit later today. It was a good day. I just got home a little while ago. I gotta post my videos, but I'm gonna start working on some stuff for you too, Frank. You and your family. So again, like right now, if there's nothing else, if there's no questions from any of my subscribers on TikTok or YouTube, I'm gonna get off really quick and start working on the things I gotta work on. I gotta post these videos, and then I have to sort of like start doing some looking into some situations and helping some people with established situations that we've been doing. I really appreciate all the love and support. Obviously, like I do this because I feel it's my calling. When I'm here praying and doing the things that I do it with devotion. I don't do it with any malice in my heart. Gerald, what's Jasmine energy towards me? We'll look into that, bro. I'm gonna get into that right now after I'm off the live. All right, I already got your information, and I'll do that. Like right now on on the lives, if you want to reframe or rephrase that as a yes or no question, we'll ask me that in a yes or no question format. Hi, Ingrid Guillar. How are you? You know what? Rephrase that question in a yes or no format. How are you, Frank? Anyways, like, how are you doing, bro? Is everything moving along for you? Nah, you guys are a big part of, you guys are a big part of my family now too, Smiles. All right, look, bro, here we go. Gerald, has Jasmine been thinking about me and our situation? And you already know the answer to that, bro. Right now it's a no. But we're gonna make that a yes. All right? Don't worry, we got you. We got you. All right? Like I'm gonna look into it right now. And but right now she's not giving it no thought. You know very much that she's not. If she would have been giving it thought, she would have reached out to you already. Um she seems to be very strong willed, stubborn if you may. Very strong character is the word. Very strong character. So she's very prideful and very much hardly ever wrong in her mind. But you know that already. So we're gonna try to make her see things more clearly and a bit more unbiased. Yes, bro, I could tell. You're not telling me shit that I already don't know. Her energy is very much that. So we're gonna see into making that sort of softening her. Yeah, bro, you you picked the doozy. You could again, Anyways, I'm gonna get off the live then. Is there any more questions from my followers? Any more questions over here on YouTube? All right. Any questions? I'm sorry. I was sorry responding to some people. Bro, I hate the fucking dentist with a passion. I've been having dentist trauma since a kid. I hate the fucking dentist, man. Even as an adult, I can't. Oh my god, I just can't. I'm missing a tooth, but I remember that one of my molars got infected a few years ago, like a long time ago. and my insurance didn't cover a lot of it. But my tooth was so infected that when they try to give me painkillers, it was so infected it didn't work at all. Like I felt everything. I was white knuckling that shit the entire time. Like I was holding on like if I was gonna be blasted off to outer space. I mean, if you don't know what white knuckling means, like I was holding on to that dentist chair and my knuckles were just fucking white. I remember tears coming down my face. It was the kind of pain that I can't fucking describe. But, I held my own. I didn't bitch up. I didn't, but I mean, my trauma goes like to when I was a kid with the dentist. I just hated that fucking sound and everything. Oh my God. Going to the dentist is like literally pulling fucking teeth. Like, so, bro, good luck to you. Hopefully you got some good insurance. Hopefully your molar is not all fucked up. Because I remember when they told me that we're gonna try to put some fucking painkiller in you, some Novocaine, but it may not take. Once we get to the root, you're gonna feel everything. I was like, fuck, let's go. And I could tell you that I think I have a high threshold for pain. I got high tolerance. That day, I swear, a little tear was coming down my fucking face. I didn't bitch up because I said nope. I'm not gonna fucking say stop. He was like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Keep going." And after he took out that fucking thing, he's like, "Damn, you did well. A lot of people would have tapped out." I'm all like, "Fuck." I'm all like, "Not me. I'm a G." Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, pfft. But no, that traumatized me. I swear. Whenever I hear the fucking drill, I get goosebumps now. I get like the hairs on my back of my neck stand up. I'm like, I'm good on that shit for real. Anyways, any questions? I know I overshare sometimes with what my experiences, but I'm gonna tell you, this is who I am. I'm a fool. I'm a fool, and sometimes I overshare. I know people sometimes be like, man, this fool talks too much, but this is who I am at the core of whatever I do. I'm a simple motherfucker. You know what I mean? I like tacos. I like fried chicken. I like hamburgers. I like Mexican food. Frijoles de la olla con chile, fucking queso cotija y un chile serrano a mordidas. I'm simple. So again, like, I'm gonna get off the live now. If there's no questions from my subscribers or over here on YouTube, I'm gonna get off the live, start posting, and then gotta do some I gotta do some work. All right. So if you guys don't have any questions, I appreciate all the likes and the love. I really do. Thank you for being here, Queen Serena 520, for being here. Thank you. Live, laugh, love. Spirit Medium Mev, thank you for being here. Whoever's here, Kenya, thank you for being here. Frank, always a pleasure, bro. And I'll be seeing you soon. All right. I'm gonna take you up on that offer to fly out, and I'm gonna take some stuff. All right, I'm gonna cleanse you and shit like that. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get ready. And I hate fucking flying. I hate fucking flying. I hate the dentist and I hate flying, bro. If I was meant to fly, God would have gave me wings. And again, I always say there's not much, I don't fear anything. That's a lie. I fear heights. My big ass should not be up in the middle of the air. And nah, I'm good. I'm good. What's funny is, not to put Frank out on blast, but I mean, I always consider myself to be a big dude. I'm 6'2", give or take an inch, like 6'3", 6, depends on who measures me, right? But again, like Frank seems to be the other, one of the other bigger Mexicans I've ever met. He's 6'4". I fear flying and a dentist, bro. That is it. Oh, and I fear my mom. I don't give a fuck. My mom is the only person to ever put me on my ass. My mother. So I fear my mom. So I fear flying, the dentist, and my mom. Because my mom, she was a gangster. Oh, my mom would reach for whatever was in her fucking sight, bro. Like, my mom didn't just go for the chancla. Whatever was within grabbing distance, because I was a big kid. At like 15, 16, I was already like 6'2", you know what I mean? I was like 6'1", 6 feet. So I was a big boy. And my mom didn't take no shit. My mom, she is the only person to ever lay me out. That's all I'm gonna say. Only person walking this earth to ever lay me out. Serious shit. My mom's gangster. When she got pissed, she went, and I would always like be like, "That's all you got, mom?" Like, you know, I was a bit of a dick when I was a teenager. I'm not gonna lie. You know, hit me harder. I would say dumb shit like that, and she would fucking get pissed, lit up, and grab anything within like arm's length, and she fucking would go to town. And I deserved it. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. My mom. Can I share a story with y'all before I go? And this is a true story. This is a true fucking story. And my mom will deny it to this very fucking day. My mom will deny it to this very day. I was about 16, 17, and I had a big mouth. I was very disobedient. I'm not going to lie. I've apologized for that since then. And I don't know what the argument was. My mom was doing this, and I was like, yeah, like, be quiet. Like, I was a dick. You know, I wasn't a good teenager. And my mom started hitting me. And whatever it was about, I don't remember what the argument was about. I don't remember. All I know is she started hitting me with her hands. And I would egg her on. I don't feel nothing. It don't even hurt. Ni me duele. Dele más. Ándele. Hasta que se canse. Hit me till you're tired, mom. I would egg her on. And again, I was a fucking dick, right? So my mom, she grabbed a fucking, like, the broom. The broom ain't shit. Like, I was like, mama. Like, no. Like, so my mom did something that I never thought she would do. All right, ahorita le digo. She grabbed her fucking shoe. And this is a true story, all right? She grabbed her shoe and she said, bah, hit me in my nuts. She hit me in my nuts. She dropped me. Boom, like that. I was on the floor. I crawled into the bathroom. I couldn't fucking walk. She hit me so hard, I thought she busted my fucking nuts, man. I crawled into the restroom and I was in fucking agony. The dentist hurt. That shit, when my mom hit me, was fucking horrible. Never, ever, ever have I been put on my ass like that. But my mom played dirty. She hit me below the belt. My dad starts knocking on the door. Mijo, ¿qué pasó? I'm all like, mi mamá me pegó en los huevos. My mom denied it. My mom said, no es cierto. I'm all like, God damn it. And my dad says, open the door, let me see. I'm like, no, I'm not going to see my fucking nuts. Like, I was like, bring me some fucking ice. And he did. Anyways, let me take this phone call. It's my brother. I got to talk to him. True story, no lie. That's a true story.